What's up? What's up? What's up, my chatter boxes? Oh, I know I'm late. I was up watching that goddamn on Teddy Riley versus Babyface battle, and they both drew me in. But then Teddy with that old goddamn phone, it was a mess. He got some hits in here, but his technical difficulties was messing up way before IG crashed. Cause they had like at least 500,000 people on there, and IG couldn't take all those people. But damn, Teddy, you fucked up a good battle. You did. So that's why I'm late for this Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review. So this Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 9, episode 6, You Trippin'. So if you guys haven't done so already, please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Okay. So now we just gonna get right into the foolishness. So it starts off where it left off, where Scrap, his sister, I think her name, yeah, Scrap, his sister, Cheyenne, and his mother, KK. They're at Scrap House, packing up. So last week, KK already dropped the ball about Scooter. She was like, trying to hint around that something was going on with her and Shooter. So he's like, well, what's going on? Like what? So KK basically told him, because Cheyenne didn't want to come out and say it. She said, I was going to tell you this. I just was waiting for the time when we were alone. So KK said, well, y'all been alone for a couple times, haven't y'all? Yo, I was cracking up. So when he realized that it happened before he even came home, he said, well, what is the reason to hide it? He was like, if it was going on before I came home, that's all he had to do was pull me to the side. Like I would have done if I was talking to his sister and let him know what was going on. That's it. He was like, by being that he, held it from him, made it look like he was being sneaky. And Cheyenne's like, oh no, he's not being sneaky. Well, what was the reason for it? Because in my book, he should have been the man that said something to your brother. And the only reason why he ain't say nothing because he knew he was playing around with you. Okay? That's the reason. So KK, like, well, word on the street that he's seeing somebody. So in his sister confessional, she's saying, KK only saying it to get under my skin. She lying, this and that. Oh, no, she wasn't. So KK said, I can't confirm it, but that's what the word is. She was like, and if he hanging around this mofo, talk about Scrap, she was like, I don't know. She was like, that's all I know is bitches. That's what she said. So I think the sister named Cheyenne. Don't kill me if I'm getting it wrong. So she said to her brother, Scrap, well, what's going on? What you know that I don't know? He was like, I'm out of it. So he must have seen him around Kiyomi as well. Because the look I got from it, Scrap, I don't know. He wasn't too surprised about KK saying he messing around. So we shall see. So Cheyenne got mad at KK saying that you should have kept your mouth shut. And this. KK said, listen, until I get my apologies, basically like we're saying, until I get my apology, the gloves is off. KK is a real bitch. But I love her messy ass. Oh my God. I love me some KK. I do. And she don't be taking that crap from them young girls. No, she don't. So moving on, now we back with the girls. They're at the ski trip. So they went to go get the pregnancy test. Because Bambi is starting to come to the realization that it's a strong possibility that she may be pregnant. But Bambi, come on, you've been pregnant before. You know how your body feel when you're pregnant. Come on. It's something in me thinking they just dragging this shit out just for a storyline. I mean, what else explanation can, they give me? Because I can't believe that you don't know how your body is feeling and that you may possibly be pregnant. Like, come the fuck on. Or are you in denial? That could be it too. She could be in denial. So anyway, they went and got the pregnancy test. Now they back at the house or whatever. So when they come in, Shekinah is already there. Spice gets an instant attitude because you already know she said on the bus that she wasn't feeling Shekinah. So it comes out the reason why that she not feeling Shekinah is because she said Shekinah had promised her to look for some houses there in Atlanta. And she also promised her that she'll go spend her birthday with her in Jamaica. And every time that she reach out is like Shekinah ghosted her. So she said she ain't got time for no fake friends like that. So Shekinah didn't know what was going on at first, but she felt the energy. And then she said to Carly Red, she was like, well, what you saw, I think she said something about to the effect, well, what you starting to? And Cardi was like, no, I'm not starting. She was like, you know how to get in your own mess. So she ended up going back and getting Spice and brought Spice there. And that's when it came out as to why Spice was mad at her and things like that. So Shekinah said to her, she was like, Spice not in Atlanta more than 1 week. She was like, so when I'm ready to take her, she's nowhere to be around. So Spice said, well, she'll call Shekinah, and Shekinah don't, call, answer or pick up and things like that. So it's real. I mean, I can't say that it's petty because I can't tell Spice how to feel. I'm not her friend, so I really don't know how she is. Because some people are, some people are like that. So I can't say that it's a small situation because it may be something very, big to her. But I'm like, I hope they can just get past it because it's not like nobody did nothing deceitful to one another. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see as the season progresses with this. So they all getting ready to take the pregnancy test. So we'll see who's pregnant, who's not. Just bear with me. Okay, so the girls, they take their pregnancy test, and it comes back that, well, it appears to come back that Sierra and Bambi are the two that's pregnant. So, no, hold up. Matter of fact, I think Bambi switched it, so I think it only came back that Sierra was pregnant. I could be wrong. So anyway, Sierra started bawling, crying. Oh my goodness. Sierra, I mean, I know a lot of people can't cry cute, but if you know you look that way when you crying, maybe you should abstain from crying on national TV. Cause girl, them lips, how you poke them out, like I couldn't take it. So she was hysterically crying, and then when all the dust settled, and they found tried to figure out, because now we at the next. So they asked her, well, if she was married, would she want to have a baby? So she said if she was married, she was like, but right now, it's not a good time for her to be having a baby. She goes through a lot with her kids. So we understood that. So let's fast forward to the next day. So all the girls, like Mimi is FaceTiming Eva, Bambi is FaceTiming, Breland, and Scrappy, even Imani was there. Everybody talking to their children and things like that. So they end up going downstairs, to breakfast. And they kind of started off with Shekinah, because Shekinah had said, so Bambi pregnant. Because I don't think Bambi was downstairs yet. So Shekinah was like, "Dang, Bambi pregnant. What y'all think about that?" So Spice gonna say, well, you gotta have a man to be pregnant. And then goes what's her name? Carly. Carly was like, yeah, maybe if you had a man, you won't have time to be in people's business. So Shekinah said to Carly, she was like, well, you had a man for years and you still made time to be in everybody's business. I was crying because she ain't told no lies when she said that. So Shekinah getting tired of them because now she feels as though they double teaming her. She was like, yesterday was one thing, but now they keeping that shit going. And it's crazy. So they were talking to Sierra, and like I said, Sierra said that, she goes through a lot with her children and things like that, and she's not trying, to be, have no children with him. She said maybe if she was married. So Spice said, well, what's the sense of being in a relationship with him if you not growing? She was like, what's the point? So then, as, the women are talking, somehow it came out that why Shekinah don't want to be in any relationships, because Shekinah says she don't fuck with men because you can't trust them. So she's been in 2 physically abusive relationships, and I remember one because she kind of got on Instagram before and was show her scars and things like that. So it was crazy. It was like an emotional scene because Spice came out and said how, because I guess she don't tell all her business. She said she hasn't been in contact with her kids' father for I think 3 or 4 years. She was saying how hard it is with them. She had to struggle to come to America so she can make a way for them. And I couldn't understand everything Slice was saying because she got that strong Jamaican accent. So between the tears and her talking, I couldn't understand half the shit she was saying, but I got that out of her. I got that little bit. And that was enough for me to realize, how deep this shit go for her. It's crazy. And then Shekinah was talking about how, that's all these men good for. They feed you a bag of lies. They mind manipulate you. They put their hands on you. Then they go cheating. She said to Mimi, look how Stevie did you. Go fucking with that stripper talking about Jocelyn. It was just a mess. And Mimi was like, yeah, because I'm just starting to get child support now that he would face. Faith, it was like a shit show. So they all said that I think it was called Let It Go Weekend or something like that. So they all said they were just going to, be in the moment and not even think about all the fuck shit that these men do and just enjoy their time together. Because when I tell you that was an emotional scene, it was. Don't you know, before all that took place, because they was ragging on Shekinah, and they're saying how she talked too much, this and the other. Carly had a nerve to go get a goddamn dildo, and they was chasing Carly around, acting like they was gonna put the dildo in her mouth so she could shut up. Now, Carly, you a little bit extra, acting like Shekinah is more messier than you, cause you are Queen Messy, okay? You are Queen Messy. You got some nerve to try to be jumping on Spice bandwagon against Shekinah. Is there some underlying tension between you and Shekinah that we not privy to? If so, bring it to the floor. Bring that shit to the floor, because I want to know. Anyway, moving on past we have all the guys. They at the tuxedo shop. Jock is going to get married in a couple months. Apparently, they're going to have a destination wedding. So we have Scrappy there. We have, Jock, of course. We have Shooter. We got Baby Breland there, too. I can't leave him out. Who else was there? I forgot who else was there, but Scooter ended up coming in. Oh, Stevie J was there and everything. So they were talking about how, so Scrappy asked them, did they talk to Kirk? Did they hear about what was going on with Kirk? So that's when Stevie was saying, yeah, he heard about like the gun charges and things like that. So they talked about that a little bit. Then Jock was saying how he really don't have much input in the wedding, because every time she asks him something, I guess he don't know right then, and she was like, and then she get kind of pissed off. So Stevie was like, well, that's how women are. Jock kind of seems to me like he's tapped out and he's giving her control, but it almost seemed like he resented her for the control that she take when he need to just be transparent for her. I mean, with her. And I think it was like a turning point when she tried to get him the vasectomy. I really think so. But if he really feeling hesitation about marrying her, maybe he shouldn't. You know what I mean? And she's a catch. She's a catch. I mean, she might be controlling, but she's a businesswoman. She know what she wants. She's a go-getter. So, I mean, those kind of women are strong. So, I don't know what he expecting out of that, but he lucky she looked at his ass. I'm not saying that he a bum, but he come with a lot of baggage. He do. He comes with a lot of baggage. So he was hitting around that he didn't want a bachelor. Well, he said he didn't want a bachelor party. It wasn't no hints, but he was doing cues where they knew he really wanted the bachelor party. He was just trying to save face, so if it comes out, he can be like, I told them I ain't want one. You understand what I'm saying? The games that people play. The games that these niggas play, okay? So, y'all ain't hear me say that. Anyway, Scrap ended up coming to the place, and he said that, he wanted to come to support Jock, but his main motive was to holler at Shooter, because like we all seen that that Cheyenne, his sister, he found out that she messing with Shooter. So now he wants to address Shooter because they in business together, or potentially about to go in business together, and he want to know if he can trust them. And he said, for right now, it don't seem like I can trust them. So anyway, he pulled Shooter to the side, and addressed some situation. So he basically, so Shooter was like, well, what is it that you trying to say? He was like, well, we had a family meeting, me, moms, and sis, and it comes out that you messing with my sister. He was like, and I'm trying to figure out, like, why didn't you tell me? He was like, well, I was trying to tell her, but Cheyenne said no. He was like, well, my dude, me and you were potentially about to get money together, and you don't think that it was something that you could have had said to me? You know what I mean? He was like, that seemed flawed to me. And he was like, no. He was like, me and her he was like, she jumped in my DM, and we started kicking, and he's like, way before we even knew about you. And she was telling me, don't tell you. She was going to say something. He was like, no, you should have said something to me. Because like they already had issues or whatever. And I feel like, they had issues because he dated Sierra at one point. He being Scrap. They was able to get past that. Scrap would have got past the fact that you was messing with Cheyenne, especially because you was doing it, way before you even knew about him and things like that. He can't stop what already done started. But the fact that you kept that information from him, it do look like you on some nutty time. You know what I'm saying? Okay, she has a reason to, but you wouldn't really have too much reason not to. You know what I mean? And when Scrappy and KK and all of them was introduced to the show, they was introduced like they was about their life. So I don't know if it had nothing. I don't know if it got nothing to do with that, because I don't really know Shooter, Dylan's in the street. I don't know, because like we all know that he lost his son, because they even talked about that, because Scrappy even says to him in this scene how he felt bad for them, what the baby girl was going through when she got jumped into school or whatever. And he was like, yeah, that was a messed up time. But he been through worse, and worse meaning his son. So I don't know if he tied to the street some way. I don't know what the dynamic is. But all I know, when we was introduced to KK and we heard that's what they was about. So it could have been a little hesitation there. We don't know. But all I know is I would like to see how this played out in the season. So the girls are at the indoor snow tubing place, and they seem like they having a good old time. Everybody went up on the tubies except Bambi. So when the other girls went up the second time, Shekinah didn't go up, and Carly gonna make a statement to Shekinah, yeah, you stay back. So Shekinah and Bambi was talking about that, and Bambi was like, well, what's going on with them keep coming at you? Like, she was like, I don't think Spice mean no harm. So Shekinah was like, I don't know. She was like, I thought after me and Spice had a heart to heart, it was going to be resolved, and they keep coming at me. So they had showed clips when they were on the bus and how they were going back and forth at one another, and Shekinah was like, I'm not going to keep putting up with that. And so Bambi was like, yeah, because that's not cool. So Shekinah said to Bambi, were you going to say the same thing to Spice? She was like, of course I will. Like, it do seem like some underlying intention that shouldn't, like, that we probably not understanding where it come. They saying they just busting Shekinah chops, but y'all holding on to that shit a little bit too long. And why do it take y'all to double team her? It almost feel like y'all bullying her, trying to bully her at this particular point. So if that's not what's going on, y'all need to, like, stop that shit. So then we seen Sierra. She was FaceTiming, her kids when talking to Shooter, and she ended up saying she loved them. And Shooter was like, he kind of corrected her about her saying she loved him. She was like, well, I could say I love you. We was together for 8 years. We got kids. And I'm assuming he didn't want to say it back because Kiyomi was there. So when she came back to the group, they was like, well, why I look like you about to cry? She was like, I ain't about to cry. Girl, it's a whole ass mess with these. Shooter is messy. He is messy. And Kiyomi, you better watch yourself with him. I'm just saying. You think you got this all in the bag. I just feel like you need to watch yourself with him. That's all I got to say. So now we moving on to his scene with Kiyomi. And he was basically telling her what was going on as far as Shooter confronting him. So he ended up telling her about Cheyenne. So she like, well, we got an open relationship, and I see other people, and I know you do your thing every so often too. But I need them girls to know that I'm the HBIC in charge. Bitch, like, it's a goddamn badge of honor because you the top, is it called a tie? I don't even, girl. She was like, I don't care as long as when they see me, everybody know about me, and when they see me, they stay in their place. Bitch, who is you? Who are you? She's talking about the only people that I'm worrying about impressing is the kids. So she making this fucking spaghetti. She put ketchup and all this. I mean, I do put sugar in mine a little bit to make it sweet. I don't really like the tartness of the spaghetti sauce, but I never heard nobody put no goddamn ketchup. But shoot, who knows? It might be hitting. I don't know. She's talking about she learned how to cook from her mother, her grandmother, and things like that. And she is from the South. I'm not saying everybody in the South can cook, but a lot of them can. So I ain't going to sit up here and bash the spaghetti because I haven't tasted. But the little boy wasn't trying to have no parts of it. Sierra's son was not getting down with the get down, okay? He was not trying to have any parts of it. So Shooter was telling her how Jock is having like a game night at his place, his restaurant or whatever. So she asked him as Cheyenne was going to be there. He was like, well, I don't know. So she was like, oh, I got to get cute tonight. But you just said that you ain't worrying about none of them other hoes. So why you trying to be all dressing to impress to try to shut her down? Girl, please get the fuck up out of here. So apparently the reason why Cheyenne and Shooter not on the best of terms as they once were is because he said he was feeling her. She took a break because she was studying for her real estate license, and then that's when he met Kiyomi. My thing is, this is how you could tell when you got dealing with a weak man, a man that don't mean you no good. She was trying to better herself. She took a little break to better herself. You know what I'm saying? To get her real estate license, and you already replaced her with another bitch, okay? You didn't even have the attention span to be able to sit and chill until she get that together. Now you utilizing her real estate license because she looking for y'all places, buildings, and things like that. But she wasn't enough for you to be able to chill. Now, I mean, y'all might have just been casually having sex and stuff like that, but you did say that you was feeling her. So I don't know. It's a disconnect there somewhere. Shooter's a piece of work. And Kiyomi, you think that you're playing a game because you're saying that y'all got an open relationship and stuff like that. I think that's what you do to make yourself feel better. And are you sleeping with these other guys? Like, what we talking about? What are you doing? Like, I want to know. Ugh. Okay, now we at Jock. He has another restaurant, I guess it is, or like a sports bar type of situation. So he meet up with his friend, a.k.a. somebody he used to smash. Her name is Mita. So he was telling her how he appreciated her helping him, getting this thing organized. Because he said she's like an event planner along with being like a serial entrepreneur. But the energy she was giving, like she wanted to jump his goddamn bones. Like she was just real flirtatious with them. You could see through the screen that they had something going on. He was kind of trying to dodge it and things like that. But he said in his confessional, that they had something going on years ago. He was like, but she's messed with his friends, now. Like, I don't know. So that was a little weird. I'm like, do Kendra know what she getting herself into? Because it seemed like Jock is a ho-ho. And the girl still be wanting to give him some. Like, he must be a smooth brother. I'm telling you. I don't know, child. I don't know. So, anyway, now we have Scrap and his sister. They come in there. She looks really nice. Cheyenne looks really cute. I like, the bangs, the long hair. I like that. So, they were all, conversing and things like that. And she trying to hit around like her and Jock might have had something going on to my. We go way back. Jock was so Scrap like, well, how back? Now what we talking? And Jock was like, no. And then Mita looking all like stupid because I guess she was trying to feel the energy. It was just like weird. So Jock said that him and her used to be friends. He know her from the neighborhood and things like that. He was like, now would he have went there? He was like, we're gonna leave that there. Yeah, he would have fucked her if she would have gave him, the opportunity. But they ain't do nothing. But she was just playing around. So they were playing like a game, and whoever had a watch on had to drink. So, did anybody drink? Maybe Jock drunk. I don't know. So then it was another game where if you was single, or if you was in a relationship, you had to drink. So, single. So she didn't drink. She being Cheyenne. So, so I think the girl was like, "Oh, you not single?" She was like, "No, no, no." So Jack was like, "Well, who you messing with?" Because he was like, he ain't know how to mess with nobody. So Scooter ended up throwing it out there that she messing around with Shooter. So I mean, Scrap threw it out there that she was messing around with Shooter. So Jack was like, "Oh, for real?" So I'm thinking everybody knew about Keone except Cheyenne. It kind of gave me the vibes that all the guys knew. So Jack was like, "Well, he's coming to the event." She was like, "Oh, okay. If that was your man, you would have known he was coming to the event. Y'all would have came together." That's what I'm assuming. Like, I don't understand how. I don't know how she kind of sounds stupid to me. So anyway, we see Erica Mena and Safari there. Oh my God, I guess that's their introduction to Atlanta for this season. I'm sick of them franchise hopping. Like, come on, like, I don't want to see y'all everywhere. Like, y'all don't bring that much to the franchise for us to keep seeing y'all. Like, y'all just don't. Like, they were talking about how, they in a good place. She said she's married. You got the baby. She on cloud 9. Like, girl, please. I'm happy for them, but I don't care. That's just where I'm at with it. Like, I'm happy. I'm glad that you guys are happy, but I really do not give a fuck. Okay? So, now, guess who we see walk up in there, got there going restaurant, club, whatever the fuck it was. Bar. I will say bar. We see Keone and Shooter. And Keone got this smug look on her face. And apparently her and Erica Mena get along quite well, despite the fact that they both dated Bow Wow. But maybe they both went through the same things in their relationship, so they bonded over that. So, they were saying they hellos to, to one another. And Cheyenne seen them walk in together. So she's about to jump up. So Scrap was trying to tell her, no, just chill. She wasn't hearing that shit. She went over there and like, well, what's up? Like, what's this about? And he was like, what? And then Keone got into it. So it's going to be like a continuation because they kind of like, like stopped it. So Keone was like, well, he said, this is Cheyenne to Keone. Keone was like, well, hi, Cheyenne. Like, like that little, you trying to antagonize her, but you gonna fall on, oh, I didn't do nothing wrong, but you know what the fuck you was doing because you got this man on your side, like he walking in there with you, like you got him on lock, but evidently he's a fucking hoe. You know what I mean? So anyway, Cheyenne was like, well, can I talk to you? Talking, to Shooter. Then Keone was like, well, if you want to talk to him, you're going to have to talk to us both because we do everything together. That's when she flipped the fuck out. Security had to grab her and everything. She was like trying to charge at them both. Listen, and then you see the clip where Keone must have threw her shoe back. Listen, this is a whole shit show, and I'm here for it. I feel bad that, these women are getting hurt in the process. This brings us back to what Shekinah was saying. These niggas ain't shit, because they not. But it's entertaining. Like, this show, some parts of it do seem scripted in the season, but I'm entertained. So, I guess that's all that matters. So, that's all I have for you guys. If you guys like the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to holler at your girl. Bye!